on John at the time, right? So, I mean, they could bring her back and just roast her for a season as a friend of, like, what did you know about the freak offs, you know?
She's my fourth
You
one.
doing, Heather?
But I don't think they would bring back more than three people. So I don't know. Look, maybe it would only be Dorinda and Luann. That's enough. I mean, think
Oh,
about it.
Lou?
Luann and Dorinda fighting with like Sai. I mean, these wouldn't be fair fights. Fighting with Aaron. It would be something. I don't know. But I to answer your question in a long roundabout way, which I obviously have thought about, yeah, the way Andy's talking, sure. I think this is coming back, which I'm not happy about this. I don't want to watch this franchise anymore unless something happens. Like,
Can I just say this? Can I just say this for all my gals,
sure.
my gay gals and my straight gals? Can we let this be a moment? And you have notorious, you always say, oh, the last form of discrimination that's acceptable is ageism. Can we let this be a moment right now to prove
I
it did
never said
work?
it was an acceptable form. I said it exists in corporate America and on TV. I
Well,
don't believe in it.
let this be a moment of proof. These women under 45 cannot carry. They cannot carry it. They can't bring it. They can't reboot it. Let this be a moment for everyone that is tuning in or having a moment. Am I too old? Has my time passed? The women over 45 cannot be erased in this franchise of Bravo, cannot be replaced, cannot be duplicated. Let this be a moment. They haven't found one woman that's 30 years old, maybe Candy Gal, who can really bring, but Candy Gal can't, there isn't a show if it were just Ashley Darby and Candy Gal. They can't hold it. You need Jizzy Jizz. You needed the Grand Dame who's 70.
Yeah.
So let this be a moment when people go, oh, you're too old or whatever. Mm-mm. They cannot get one of these franchises to stand up. Kenya Moore is how old? 50.
They're about to.
Oh, they're about to what? They can't get any of them to succeed.
Well, I think we are about to prove you wrong. Have you ever seen a picture of a cast of Rory? RHORI? Have you ever heard of the show Rory? Real Housewives of Rhode Island?
Oh, please. Oh, please.
I
Oh,
saw I saw the picture.
this
I
is never
mean,
going to work. They have
no.
to keep, no, it is never.
I don't know.
Oh,
We're getting
please.
excited here. We're getting excited over here on this behind the velvet rope for this
All
one.
the rock stars of Salt Lake City, none of them were under 40. Barlow, who's legendary, is 50
Whitney
something.
Rose? Wasn't
Meredith.
isn't she, I think Whitney Rose is
But yeah, but
thirties.
none of these young women can hold it on their own. They can't. They can't. They don't have the maturity. They don't have, once you get over the age of 45, and our listeners will know this, there is a chip that goes off in your body where you do not give a fuck. You become Ramona, you become Sonia Rita, you become Carol, you become Bethany. The women under 45 don't have it. And I'm
The
40.
older you
I can
get,
tell
the
you,
less
I,
you
I
care
don't
about
have it yet.
anything. Yes, I will give
Correct.
you that.
Rhode Island is never going to work. They've got to keep rolling out
Really?
things. So
I don't know, Sarah. I mean, this is replacing Jersey. We're going to have
the
Italian
Valley works
American.
because we have brought back people, which by the way, I think Ramona has a chance. I mean, Jax, what's her face? Stassi. All
Yeah,
these
but
people were fired for alleging a black woman stole and she didn't. You're telling me that's different than the N word? Give me a break. Give
uh,
me a break.
is it
Ramona,
different? It's not different, but it's somewhat different. Speaking of which,
okay. Good luck. I love this. I continue. No, no
I'm
offense,
not
but
saying it's different. I'm just saying from like a business point of view, yeah, I could see them being able to justify well, first of all, Jax didn't even really do that. That was Kristen and Stassi. So I could just see
both
them.
back fully on television. Stassi being given her own show.
I
Nobody
think from a
bats an eye.
corporate point of view, you can justify needing these two people back. It's
Jimmy
like,
Kimmel did full blackface. Has his own talk show, has for years, is the toast of Hollywood. Howard Stern, how many times has that man used the N word? The toast of Hollywood.
you think they're going to
Joe
give
Rogan.
Ramona a chance at 68?
Yes, absolutely. I don't think
Well,
give
we
one
can
shit.
agree to disagree. I think her
I
time,
think
by the way, let me just tell you, Ramona, unlike the others, actually is not interested. She's living her life. Like, that is the one thing I have to say about this woman. Yeah, she has money. She actually never wanted the fame. She really didn't. She wanted the money, who's going to turn down $1 million. And I mean, Ramona, if you think about it, hated the fame. She hates it. She hates when you speak to her in public. She hates,
Oh, she does.
and unless she's on a date and she wants to like impress the date. I'll be seeing her in like any day now, any day. Last summer, I saw Ramona every other fucking day over here in the Hamptons. She's like at dinner, you go to dinner, and there she is. Like literally, there she is.
Okay, do you think there's truth to, I know you and Ramona, like, no love lost there. You think there's any truth to, apparently she wants to do a Republican run in the state of Florida. She wants to start getting into politics. The picture with Daniel Penny, a lot of people know him, very controversial, depending on
Yes.
what side you're on. But anyway, for people that need a refresh, he put basically there was a homeless guy like going bananas on a
The New
subway in
York
New York,
subway. Yep.
had a violent past, also schizophrenic, also happened to be black. Anyway, he ends up like the guy was losing it. But Daniel Penny detains him, puts his knee, I think, on his neck. Anyway, the guy like chokes out, dies. Daniel Penny found not guilty. Basically, self-defense, helping out, right? But,
Yes.
depending on what side of the aisle you're on, right? Some people feel that was racial and he got away with it. Other people, total Daniel Penny, that crime has gone crazy in these cities, whatever you believe. But anyway, she posts a
Correct.
picture with Daniel and then takes it down. A lot of, and some people in her camp, anonymous sources, are saying that's very strategic because she's signaling she's MAGA and she wants to do a political run. Do we, do we see Ramona
Well, it's
as your
funny.
representative? Oh
Well,
my God. Love
it's
it.
funny you bring this up. First of all, again, you guys want to talk politics with me? Pay for the hour. You can ask me anything. I'll talk all about it. Um, I'm shocked she took it down. That's what
Me
shocks me
too.
about this
Me
because
too.
it's Ramona's FU. Like Ramona truly, like nobody understands when you can't be canceled. When you David
Right.
Yontef,
Well, you don't
when
care.
you David Yontef behind the bell for truly from the bottom of your heart don't care nor need the money, post away. I mean, look at Siggy. She's got the comments blocked. And I'm not saying there's
Oh,
anything
she
wrong
does.
with I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her political views. I'm not saying either way, but I'm just saying Ramona doesn't care. So I think it's strange that she took it down. So that's where I believe that this was a whole ploy, like you say, because she don't care. What is she going to take it down? She called him a hero. And look, could she be a council person in Florida? I mean, guys, I
Oh God,
mean,
yeah. Anybody? I mean,
stranger
honestly.
things have
I
happened.
mean,
But here's the problem. She didn't sell any real estate. She didn't, she got fired from Element for using that word. She was fired by now Howard Lorber, who fired her, is also fired because there's the two twin,
I
there's the
didn't
two
know this.
twins. I mean, this is a thing in real estate in New York. This is like a big thing. Like, there's the two Oren brothers, and they are accused of, and this has been going on at Element forever,
I
of
don't know this.
basically drugging and sex trafficking women for years. I mean, these guys had really big listings. I mean, this is like people I know, like throughout you not know, but like, you know who they are if you live in New York and you're into real estate. And so like the rumor is Howard Lorber, the chairman, turned his eye, blah, blah, blah. So now these brothers are like on trial. Truly, it's caught up with them, like Diddy and
Okay, I
Lorber was ousted, because the rumor is he named turns an eye, hey, they're making money and good old boys and blah blah blah. Anyway, Ramona was fired from Element for using the word, but she never sold any houses when she was there. So I think this is probably, I could see her running in Florida, but she has to do something. Like, is she ready to work and go to work and show up?
I think it's a lie. I don't think she's
No,
not going to be out there shaking hands, kissing babies, and I mean the sound bites are going to be amazing. But I
it's got to
mean,
be nice
you
to
got to
be there.
really work. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
politics is an art, whether you think it's good or bad. But anyway.
You don't believe
There's a
it.
lot of political, these former housewives. I mean, Ziggy Flicker now being appointed to the Holocaust Museum, which is unbelievable. I lived in DC for 15 years. One of the most moving things that people should go see. It's so